Hi, it's me again with Corel Draws, Tips, and Tricks, and this is part 3, and thank you if you're bearing with me, but I got it figured out how this would be a lot easier to get this shape into, and if you haven't watched the first two, we're having a little bit of trouble rotate, or I am. So if we click on this shape, double click and hold down the shift key and double click and make a rotation, or not rotation, make a box, but as you can see, the box isn't square because shape Texas isn't perfect. 1.5 inch square by 1.5 inch square. Now we've got a little extra room on all four sides, and we're going to grab all that and Control G and make a duplicate of that, or group that together, and then we're going to, well, we don't need a duplicate yet. Then we're going to take and start moving it up and hold down the control button. I'm going to have to zoom in here so we can see. I'm going to put it right there where we've been indexing the other ones. I'm going to hold down the shift. If you start moving sometimes with the control button, it'll do that. So I'm right there on the quadrant. Let's zoom in and make sure we're right. So our X is right in the middle of our arch and our line. Now this time we're going to go and double click and move the rotation. This time I'm going to use the rotation docker. It just makes life so much easier than the, so I'm going to go 72 degrees times 4. Now, if we look at our box, it's just barely on the edge of all the edges the same. Now what we can do is take this, double click on those rotation. We'll have to move the rotation to the center, and let's rotate it to 0. If you look, it's right on our indexing line, and the crosshairs are right on our arch and in our line. You're going to do the same thing to this. We're going to rotate it back. Well, we're going to rotate it 72 degrees. Whoop, I didn't move the rotation. I need to move the rotation to the center. And it's pretty neat when it does that, because it's, so let's just try 0 and put it right back. Now, if you notice, our box is right on our indexing line. Let's zoom in here, click on our box. We're right on the arch and the line. We're right on the box, arch and the line. And this is where we put it, so it ought to be right there. So now if you do is just very easily, after you've done the other two, just go and ungroup them. And take your boxes away. Now those, I must not ungroup this one. Go back, we got it selected, ungroup. Take your square away, and because the square was a square, now our Texases are equally put in the space they need to be spaced out. I like it when things like work out. Now, it still looks like it's off because of the fact that Texas is longer on this side than it is on that side, but as far as top to bottom, and if we take this guy and mirror it, then that point is equal to that point. You can't have everything perfect when you have an oddball shape. And then just do the same thing to those other two stars. I truly hope that helped a little bit, and thank you for watching.